What's going on, guys? Bill's here from AchievementLand, and I'm here with an achievement walkthrough for Baron Fur is Gonna Fly. This game released onto the Xbox One March 4, 2020 for a price of $19.99. It's a cool little indie game, and it doesn't take that long to complete. It takes like 1 to 2 hours. It all depends on skill and some luck. There's only 10 achievements in this game. Most of them are pretty easy to do. There's just these 2 different modes that you got to do, and they take a little bit more skill. So I'm going to go through this game, and I'm going to show you how to get all the achievements. I think $20 is a little overpriced for this game. I think it would sell more at a lower price, but you know, it is what it is. So let's start this game. Like I said, there's only 10 achievements. We have to do something in the training mode. We also have to play the sheep mode. The sheep mode is the hardest thing about this game. Then all the other achievements we can get in battle. Most of the achievements are for getting different kind of kills in the battle mode and rolling through a bug zapper. We have to finish the sheep mode, which is the hardest thing about this game. And we have to do the training mode. We have to score more than 3,400. And we have to pick the apples one. We're going to do that first. So coin collector and then do apples. And then you're just going to make a name. You're going to make like a profile, and every time you play, you're going to pick that profile. Then you can pick the character that you're going to use. And then there's different planes you can pick as well. I just picked the first plane every time. I didn't really mess around with any of the other planes. And then you can pick your color. So for the training mode, we have to go around and we have to collect coins, and we have to do it pretty fast. The faster you are, you get bonus points, and that's how you score over 3,400. You have to be pretty quick with it. You can mess up a little bit. There's a little room for error, but it can be a little bit of a pain to do this one. So you really can't get up here that fast, so you're going to lose a little bit of the bonus score. But then after that, you should try to be really quick and try to get 100 every time you can. After you play it a couple times, it will become easier and you'll get used to it more. You can actually go through the sides. Once I realized that, it kind of made it easier. You want to try to do really good on this one here. This one's going to give you a lot of points. Almost messed it all up there. And look at that, I just barely won. So yeah, that one's a little tricky there. But after doing it over and over again, you'll start to know where the coins are, and it gets easier. But you can save that for later if you want. We're going to do more easy ones. We're going to start with the cannon. You have to kill 3 opponents with the cannon and 3 opponents with the ram. Kill 3 opponents with the anvil with all just one shot. So those are kind of like luck based a little bit. But we're going to put a lot of guys on, so it makes it a little bit easier. You could try with more controllers, but I think it's kind of hard to set up having controllers like underneath your plane and fly them all at once. So I did everything solo. We're going to go to battle. You're going to put it on timed. Put the time to 300 as much as you can. I put it on 240 here, but I changed it later. Go to advanced. The special weapon, you want it on all rounds. And you want to change the rounds to 5. That's the most you can put. You could put this to either one. It doesn't really matter. I just left this on auto. And then the number of aircraft, you want to put 8. That's the most you can put. So we're going to go back and start the match. Then you can pick your name. So yeah, we're going to start out with the cannon. After you pick your guy and your plane and your color, you could pick the special weapon that you want. So pick the first one, which is the cannon. We're going to get 2 different achievements with the cannon. You could wait and do these in the sheep mode if you want, because you have to use the cannon there. But anyway, you press B to shoot your cannon. You have to wait till your meter fills up. And I just shot my cannon across the screen. It came back around and hit me. And you get an achievement for shooting yourself. It's not that hard to do, and it happens a lot in the sheep mode. That's why I said you could wait if you want. The other one you have to do is hit 3 planes with 1 shot. So this is a little luck based, but there's so many planes around. If you keep shooting, it's not too hard to do. That one's pretty easy to do in sheep mode as well, because there's a lot of planes and they're like lined up a lot sometimes. So you can wait on that one if you want. The rest we have to do in battle mode, because that's the only way we can pick our special weapon. The next special weapon we're going to pick is the rocket ram. And we have to do the same thing. We have to hit 3 opponents with 1 rocket ram. So when you press B, you go flying across the screen and you just have to hit 3 guys. I just hit like 4 or 5 of them. This one's pretty easy. You also have to get an achievement for rolling through a bug zapper. It's random what the other guys are using, but you can do it with the second controller if you want. But the guys that I'm going against are using a bug zapper. If you just go through it and you hit R trigger and just roll through it, you won't take any damage, and you also get an achievement. It's a very easy one. You just have to go against someone that has a bug zapper. You might be able to do it in your own one. I haven't tried it. But let's move on to the next achievement. That's the magnet one. So we're going to pick the magnet weapon this time. This one's pretty easy. You could just pull somebody down. There's also an achievement for slipping on a banana and not crashing. So if somebody's using a banana, just go into it and hopefully you won't die from it. If you go really slow and if the banana is like higher up, it's a lot easier not to crash. I just did it again for a second time. So yeah, we got an achievement for that. Now the achievement for the magnet, once your special meter's up, you can press B. And when you use it, it will pull somebody near you. So what you want to do is pull somebody down. And you can crash as well. It doesn't matter. As long as they crash too, you'll get the achievement. So all of these are really easy. And like I said, you can do them all in solo. I did everything solo. I haven't even tried it with another controller. The next one we're going to do is the freeze. So we got the freeze ray. This one's a little tricky, but I have a kind of a good method for it. You have to shoot it like right as you're dying and have your shot hit somebody and freeze them. Now, trying to get shot and killed by somebody and trying to shoot it is really hard because you can't shoot it once you're going down. You have to shoot it right before. So I'm going to show you in slow-mo what I did. One of the guys was using the balloon bombs, and once you hit that, you crash instantly. So I shot my thing right as I hit it, and luckily my ray went up and hit the guy above me. So that kind of makes it a little easier instead of trying to get hit by the planes. Try to go against some guys that are using weapons that you can crash into, and then just shoot out your ray right before you crash into it. It's a little bit of luck that your freeze ray actually hits somebody after you shoot it out. Now the next one takes a lot of luck. This one took me a while to actually do. You could try it with more controllers, but it's kind of hard to set up with more controllers. But we have to hit 3 guys with the anvil, which is kind of tricky. You want to kind of like go up high and drop it down. I got lucky here. There was a bunch of guys together and I threw it right at them and it hit 3 guys. I actually hit 3 guys once before and the achievement didn't pop, which made me very upset. But yeah, this one was kind of a pain. A little bit of luck involved. You could do it with more controllers if you want. It might just be kind of a pain to set up. I haven't tried it. So the last thing we need to do is the sheep mode, and this is the hardest part of the game. It wasn't too bad. Thankfully there's checkpoints, but yeah, you have to get through all these different waves of enemies. But some parts of it are a little hard, and if you die, then you have to go back to the checkpoint. But yeah, I'm gonna go through this whole thing just so if you're stuck at any parts, you can see what I did. So yeah, what we have to do is just kill the planes that come out. At the beginning, it's very easy. They don't even shoot at you. Your special weapon is the cannon in this one. That's why I said you could save the cannon achievements for here if you wanted. Said this one's a little bit smarter. I think this one just flies around more, tries to dodge you more. It doesn't shoot yet. So yeah, every time you do 4 waves, and then it will do a bonus wave. And this one doesn't matter. It's just for points. You don't even have to kill them. They can go past. After the bonus wave's over, that's when you get the checkpoint. So we finished the first part. Now it's going to get a little harder. These guys shoot. The green guys are the harder guys. They use special weapons, so be careful of them. Now I'm just going to show you here what happens if you crash. This guy comes out and he shoots out balloons. And if you hit them, you crash. And you have to go back to the checkpoint. Make sure you hit continue and not restart. If you hit restart, you have to go all the way back to the beginning. So just hit continue and you go back to the last checkpoint. So you just have to go back again, do the first 2 parts, and then we get back to this guy. So that might happen a lot where you mess up and just go back to the checkpoint, but just make sure you always hit continue. Don't hit restart. And be careful not to hit yourself with the cannon. I did it so many times. And don't even really worry about the bonus wave, because we don't need points at all. It doesn't even matter about points in this one. All we have to do is beat it. There was one time I actually crashed in the bonus wave. And it was the worst. Right after the bonus wave, you get the checkpoint and you start the next part. It starts to get harder now. Make sure they don't shoot you too much. Try to go from behind. You can hit L trigger and it will slow you down. It's the dog versus the sheep. It's pretty funny, the story here, if you read what they're saying to each other. These guys can be a little tough. If you can hit them with your cannon, that's pretty good. But they're going to come after you. Try to dodge them. Do a lot of loops. That's a good way to dodge them and get behind them so you can shoot them without them hitting you. Alright, this guy's got a special. So just be careful. Just try to shoot him from behind. Stay away from the middle in this one. They're going to keep putting down bug zappers. If you press R trigger, you roll, and you can roll through the bug zappers, and you won't take damage from them. But just be careful of the balloons. Take out that green guy as soon as possible, because he makes it more difficult. This part's not bad, just follow behind them and just watch out for the anvils. And don't shoot yourself with the cannon. Alright, the last part of this section. This one's a little hard, so just be careful. Just do a lot of loops again and make sure they don't shoot you too much. And if you could take some out with the cannon, that's very good. You want to get that bluish one as soon as possible. Blue turquoise, whatever he is. There we go. And now for the bonus wave, and then we get the checkpoint. Alright, there's more bug zapper guys, so be careful. You actually always don't crash once you get zapped. You can survive it.
What are the chances?
We got 2 green special guys, so just take them out quickly.
Great shot.
I try not to use the cannon too much unless I have the shot lined out pretty good, because it's very easy to shoot yourself. That was an easy one. This one's not too bad either. Just watch out for the red guys and do loops if they start attacking you.
Great shot.
Another checkpoint. Alright, it starts to get kind of hard here. What you want to do is kind of go in and shoot the green guy and get out. Once you get these green guys down, it'll be a lot easier.
Great shot.
This one's easy. Just stay away from the middle. This one here is one of the hardest parts. They're shooting cannons and freeze rays. You want to try to kill them as quickly as possible, especially the cannon guys. Use your cannon as much as you can. Just be careful, don't hit yourself. These cannon guys are crazy and they will take you out. And then this is the final part here. Be very careful of the black plane. I wish I hit him with my cannon right away, but I didn't. He takes a lot of shots to kill, and he's very dangerous. So make sure you keep looping around and try to kill them as quickly as possible. That was such a nerve-wracking battle. You have no idea. But that was it. After you beat him, you'll get your achievement for completing the sheep mode. This game was pretty cool though. I kind of enjoyed it for the most part. There's a bunch of easy achievements. But the sheep mode and the tutorial achievement, those two things, just a little tricky. Takes a little bit of skill. And this game is a little overpriced, I think, at $20. A lot of people aren't going to jump on it. I think they should have made it like 10 or 12. But anyway, that's the last achievement, and you'll be done with this game. So thanks so much for watching. I hope this video helped you. Leave a like if it did, and I'll catch you next time here at Achievement Land.